Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Monday, August 18th. Hope everybody had a wonderful, beautiful, fun-filled weekend. School starting for a lot of your kids. School starting for LSU. I think
maybe if you're an adult, you know.
I think it starts next week? Maybe I don't really know. It's coming up soon. I know this because traffic has become a nightmare over the last week and a half, which means everybody is back on the road doing something that they haven't been doing over the last 3 months. But that also means football is upon us.
Real quick.
Okay.
I only know because of the back-to-school commercials. They're back. Like, if you've been watching preseason football.
I did it when I was a kid. I did enjoy going and get all the new school supplies. I never used them, but I always got them. You know what I mean?
You would be.
You're
a puppy, excited to
the
go.
The backpacks, and then the notebook would never be used. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, one of those things. Wow. But
everybody likes the first day of school, but after that, it's ass.
You're gonna see who's changed over the summer, and who got cuter, girl-wise, obviously.
Who got their braces on, braces off.
Who got the glow up, all those types of things. But with school starting and the conversation of the students getting back to LSU means football is upon us. It is football week 0. There is a game this weekend, I think 2 games this weekend that we get to enjoy, that we get to bet on. You can dust off your gambling apps, whichever one you may use. Mine has a little dusty. Lloyd's not because he's a degenerate. I am not as much. I'm about to be a little bit more because it's football season. But football season, a lot of exciting things to talk about. Obviously, specifically LSU. They finished their fall camp. Now they move into game prep for Clemson. They're obviously 2 weeks away from opening their opening day game against Clemson in Clemson, South Carolina. So a lot of things to talk about with them. Bryce Kuhn is going to be on the show at 6:15 talking about everything that he's hearing. Obviously, they had their scrimmage under the lights in Tiger Stadium on Saturday. That was closed to the media. Brian Kelly comes out and has given some tidbits on things that he liked, that he really liked, and specifically about the O-line. We'll get into that through the course of the show. But football is here. We're excited about it. Saints played a preseason game on Sunday. Looked better than they did in the first game. Tied 17-17. Quarterback battle is heating up over there. I know it's not exciting. I know it's not something that a lot of people want to talk about, and it's easy to trash the Saints. I have been one of those people that have said they're going to stink. I think they may be a little bit better than we think that they're going to be, but I still think that there's a chance that they do stink. Spencer Rattler looked good. Had a bad turnover in the red zone, but came back and had a tying drive at the end of the game. Made some really, really, really good throws, and defense came up with an interception to preserve the tie, I guess.
There's 1 second left.
I think there was 1 second left. They just were ready to get out of there.
Yeah, they went to review and they were shaking hands when they came back.
Everybody's
looking at this.
It doesn't matter. We look good. We liked how it was. It played out.
Nobody's hurt.
Nobody got hurt. But that quarterback battle is heating up. Obviously, it's going to go down to the end. Jake Haener, I think he's out. Didn't get 1 snap in the game.
Thank God.
It's a 2-horse race for the starter. We'll see what happens there. Had a lot of guys. Mason Tipton looks good. Kendre Miller has looked pretty good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a little truck stick. So they had some things happening for him. We'll see how it plays out through the course of this preseason. Who gets the starting job? Whoever gets the starting job, I'd imagine the other guy is going to get an opportunity at some point in the year, unless that guy who gets it just runs away with that starting position. Even though football is here, we still have a little baseball going on. Playoff race heating up. Kevin Gausman versus Paul Skeens tonight. Big matchup between former LSU aces. Everybody's been talking about Paul Skeens on how good of a season he has, rightfully so, right in the Cy Young mix. I think what's gone unnoticed is how good of a season Kevin Gausman's had. Blue Jays are in first place in their division. Gausman kind of had a slow start to the season. I believe he's got like a 3.5 ERA now for the season, which is really good as a starting pitcher for the Blue Jays and a team that's leading their division in the playoff race. So should be exciting. If you have MLB TV, go ahead and watch them. And that's all we got on the headlines. How was y'all's weekend? Lloyd, how was your weekend?
Excellent weekend. Played a little. Went to a 1-year-old birthday party. I was invited. Didn't
That's
just show
a weird
up
thing
to one.
for you to get invited to.
But it was Lede.
That's scary.
It was Lede. His daughter turned to 1, old Lucille, and I was like, I guess it's a celebration more for y'all that you were
Lucille
able.
ball.
What? Yeah, Lucille knows ball. It's more of a celebration that you're able to keep a kid alive for 1 year. Like that's what I thought. Like if you can get to that 1 year mark. You're
So the 1 year. Hiccup. The 1-year-old birthday party is more for the parents than it is for the kids.
That's what it was. So I got him. I got some gifts for them. I didn't know what to buy a 1-year-old, so I just bought the parents some stuff. And so excited. Got to play a little golf. Snuck him out the house. So good all around.
Nice.
Apparently I'm a bully because I was bullying the 8 and 10-year-olds that were there.
I mean that doesn't seem like that's something. That doesn't seem like something you would do.
No, not me.
No, never.
Not Lloyd. No way.
Never.
Not
They didn't know
Lloyd.
I still had these hands because they were trying to test me.
Uh-huh.
No,
You had
no.
Jay, how was your week? How was your weekend?
We had a good weekend, man. Went down to Dallas. It's my mother-in-law's 65th birthday, so we celebrated that Saturday night. Nothing too crazy though, you know. Got there Friday night. Saturday night had the birthday party. Sunday came back. Kind of chill day yesterday. Nothing too crazy. It was a good weekend.
That's good. That's good. I had a big golf. Shit. I had a big golf weekend.
That Zen's
Yeah,
kicking
you
his
had the big
ass.
weekend, so you might as well tell us about it. You had the big weekend.
That's the only reason he asked if he could talk about himself.
No, I was very genuinely. I was interested in y'all's weekend. I had a great weekend. It was a golf weekend. Member guest here at University Club. We did not win our flight. We played our ass off though. We ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw. Shot 5 under in a 9-hole scramble, a match play scramble, and shot 5 under and lost the match 5-4. Wasn't great that we did that, but we played great, played wonderful. Had a great time. I was very exhausted Saturday night.
Fell asleep on
Hiccups
the
are
couch.
killing me. Huh?
Fell asleep on the couch.
No, Sunday was
Scotty Scheffler day.
Allie drove to New Orleans with her mom to go shopping for
Fucking man up on these hiccups, dude. Be a guy.
it's gonna go away.
Dominate.
She went with her mom to New Orleans to go shopping for little baby Mahtook. You know, for all of you that had not seen the Instagram post, we are expecting. So she got the crib and like the dresser and the changing table and all the other stuff that goes with it. So she did that with her mom. I was on the couch watching the Saints and did nothing. My pickups are pissing me off, but it's gonna go away. So it was a wonderful weekend. Very good weekend. Good to be back in the saddle here. Good to have a normal schedule this week with shows. Whoa.
There we go.
That was a big one.
He's a child.
So we're going to have Monday, Wednesday, Friday here. A lot to talk about because now we can gamble. We got football this weekend. Obviously, we're going to start talking about not just LSU and what to expect, but more about LSU-Clemson matchup. There's going to be a lot more conversation about Clemson over these next couple weeks as depth charts start to get finalized, position battles start to shake out, and all those types of things. Speaking of that, let's start off with LSU. Let's jump right into it. Obviously, there's been rave reviews about the secondary, about the defensive front seven. Obviously, Nussmeier, that's you don't have to have that conversation. Everybody knows how good he is. There's been a lot of conversation about how talented the secondary, the receivers are. And there's been a lot of conversation about how deep and how talented the offensive line is. But the question is, what's the mix and how's the chemistry going to be? And Brian Kelly had I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but the one clip that has really been getting a lot of attention is him talking about the offensive line and what he's seen after the scrimmage on Saturday. And this is what he had to say.
Got a lot of guys in the NFL, a lot of first-round draft picks. I think I got a pretty good eye for what an offensive line looks like. This group is going to be really good. We don't have a Will Campbell, right? He's the 5th pick in the draft. But we have 5 guys that play well together. And it starts with the center. Our center position and Braylon Moore kind of sets up the rest of the group for success. His combination work is outstanding. His recognition of fronts, getting us to be an elite offensive line, if you have a center that can kind of set the stage for that, it allows everything else to kind of fall into place, and it's starting to fall into place quite nicely.
I'm pretty sure that we said that last year, right? Hey, everybody's worried about the offensive line. Hey, we have a center that's unproven. Makes a big difference on the offensive line. Kind of the quarterback of the offensive line. Obviously, we've got that. He's very confident in him. I liked everything he said in that clip, minus the fact that he got the draft position wrong for Will Campbell. He got drafted 4th overall, not 5th overall. But we talked about
That's
this.
here or there.
Yeah, whatever. What's one spot? What's a couple $1 million, you know?
Yeah.
We had a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah, a bunch of draft picks. So
keep up with them all.
We've talked about this off air, but I want to talk about it on air. I'll tell you why I liked it, but I'm gonna let you tell everybody why you liked that soundbite, Jared, and liked about what he said and how he said it.
So for me, when I listened to that soundbite, the one part that really stuck out, of course you want depth at every position. You'd like to be too deep any and everywhere you go when you look at the lineup and you look at the depth chart. The one thing I love is he literally he only gave the number 5, right? Because you play with 5 offensive linemen. And so for him to sit there and say that means he feels solid about what's there across the front. He didn't feel the need to say, we're deep at this spot, or we got 6 or 7 guys we're rotating, or this and that. He feels really good about 5, and for me, that's a big thing. Obviously, if someone's hurt, someone's gonna have to step in. But for him to talk about it that way, I love that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think, outside of saying, hey, we have 5 guys, I think we've seen it in the past. In some of his sound bites and some of his clips leading up into the season, it felt like whenever he was talking about a position group maybe that he wasn't super confident about, he gave all these reasons on why they can be good. Oh, they do this well, or they do this well, and, we're going to have to do this, and, but I like our guys. And he's just kind of sugarcoating it, and he's trying to almost convince us that good. To me, less is more when it comes to that kind of stuff. And so that was very encouraging to see. It feels like over these last 2-3 weeks, they've really come together, and they've kind of really meshed and gelled, and it feels like he knows who his starting 5 is going to be. And obviously, we don't know. He knows. There is some shakeup in the offensive line this weekend for the first time. Karius Kern was starting at right tackle, and Paul Mubengo moved into guard. So they moved it around a little bit. I don't know if that means that those guys are going that has jumped the other guys as starters, but it was nice to see a little shakeup, and he obviously, based off that soundbite, knows who his starting 5 is going to be. Lloyd, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Oh, me? Yes. I know
you.
I didn't know you were going back to Jared. If there's one thing that, Brian Kelly does have the skins on the wall. He has the resume to be able to speak on offensive line. And the 2 position groups that I would say that Brian Kelly can speak to unequivocally without having to question or him having to prove anything, offensive line and tight end. And while he's been at LSU, he's proven both of those things. That carries. It hasn't been, oh, I did it at Cincinnati. Oh, I was able to recruit at Notre Dame to get offensive linemen. Where he's been, offensive line has been in terms of players that have gone to the league, and now what you've been able to recruit has been good. Now it needs to be, all right, you couldn't run the ball last year. Why was that? We haven't found the answer. But it feels like he's very confident in what he was able to
Sarcasm, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What he was able to get. I think my biggest takeaway from that clip in particular was he highlighted the center and how important Braylon Moore is and how big of a get that was out of the portal, because you saw some of the angst of having a true freshman center in the SEC, how much it put more on Garrett Nussmeier's plate as a first-time starter in the SEC. To have somebody else be able to call out what you need to do and take some of that off your plate, because what were some of the issues last year? We went through
a lot of delayed games, a lot of checks, a lot of moving people around because they were trying to Nuss was trying to make sure everybody was in the right spot.
He had too much on his plate.
Right.
And you would see the play clock go and go and go, and you even saw Brian Kelly talk about it. It's we don't have unlimited timeouts.
Right.
You can't, even during fall, it was a thing where they were calling timeout in fall practice to try to get everybody, blow the whistle, get everybody organized again. It's we can't do this, and that did bleed into the season. Look at, Alabama? The first drive of the game. After Alabama scores, LSU goes first play pass, second play 50-yard run by Caden Durham, and then it is pass play, hold on, timeout because we can't get set up, Second play, Josh Williams has to come in, try to run the ball on second down, can't get stuffed. Third play, throw it, and now we couldn't run the ball, we couldn't get organized, let's kick it, and now it's 7-3 as opposed to you wasted a explosive because you couldn't get organized and get everybody, and that has to do with the center in my mind, and that's why I think he's highlighting Braylon Moore so much because it's made everything so much easier.
Correct. If you're looking at the first team offensive line, you had Tyree Adams, which I think is a lock for left tackle,
Yep.
right? He's been really the only guy playing left tackle. Paul Mubenga moved into the left guard position. DJ Chester has been playing that position. DJ Chester was playing as the second team center. Obviously, Braylon Moore, who we just talked about, is the center. And then you have Josh Thompson, who's veteran, transferred in, was playing right guard. And then the other change was Carius Curran went from second-team tackle to first-team right tackle, and Weston Davis moved to second team. So I don't know if that means those guys jumped to starters, but it feels like they have their guys, which I think is a really good sign.
Yeah, and I guess even to get outside of like the technical part of this too, I love the cavalier kind of just way of mentioning he kind of talked in that situation. Like, bro, don't worry about that. We good.
Correct.
We're good there.
Correct.
Like, and I love that it was almost kind of dismissive in a way. Like, I've done this for a long time. I've put a lot of these guys out. I know what a good one looks like. So I think we're good there.
Yeah.
Like, and I actually love that because once again, the way he spoke about it, I think gives you an idea of what he thinks about that room and what he thinks about the guys that are going to start for him on Saturdays.
Right. And they talked about, the other position group that we mentioned was the secondary, right? We talked about, Stamps has been playing well. Obviously, you're going to have Delane on the one side. But what has been trending, and we've had a lot of conversation recently about people who have seen him, is P.J. Woodland has been grabbing a lot of attention. He's taken a lot of the first-team reps. He was playing first-team opposite of Mansour Delane, and Ashton Sampson and DJ Pickers were running with the second team. So I don't know if that means P.J. Woodland has jumped him. I'm sure Bryce Kuhn would know.
Funny you mentioned.
Yeah, they're really deep in that room, and once again, I'm really interested to see how quickly somebody like DJ Pickett can make an impact, and then I would also kind of believe that if a real impact isn't made by him early on, I think that bodes well for what's already in that room. Because everything I'm hearing as a kid is super talented. He is way beyond where a freshman coming in should be. He's obviously long. He's got ball skills. He can run. Like, he can do all those things. So if you're not getting an impact from him early, obviously I think that speaks loud for what the room is. And if he's able to add to the room in any kind of capacity on Saturdays, right, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, and I think obviously early on, based off of him being a freshman, he's obviously uber talented and going to be really good here. It feels like he's not going to be the opening day starter, which I think everybody assumed that. But they're not going to just throw him in there and say, hey, you're going to be a starter. He's going to earn that position. I think he's starting to do that. And I think by the end of the year, if he is a starter on one of the cornerbacks, it's because he's done things in the game as, a nickel guy or coming in and with, a few plays here and there. He's done enough on those situations to warrant, okay, we can't keep this guy off the field anymore. He's got to be on there always. So it's nice to have that. It's nice to have some competition of a bunch of guys that you feel like could start because we haven't had that since probably 19.
And you go into the portal and get somebody who can do this, which is why you feel so confident in the room in which you have, because you have guys like Mansour Delane out there that are plug and play.
Yes. And I think he's been as advertised, if not better than advertised. I'd argue he's been better than advertised. Physical. I mean, we're going to have some long physical corners, which is
that's a Corey Raymond staple.
Yeah, which is exciting. They're going to go up. They're going to get tested early on, which is going to be good. But that's a nice. It's a breath of fresh air compared to what we've had in the recent past. On Saturday, Perkins and Weeks were out. Day off, not anything crazy. I think they kind of know what they have in those two guys. Hey, we're about to ramp up. You're good. But that also gives guys like Tylen Singleton and Wes Weeks an opportunity to go out there and get more snaps. It feels like they're using Jordan Gilbert as a third linebacker strong safety type.
He has now moved from safety to star.
Star, right. But they said a lot of the times he's closer to the line of scrimmage, which if you watched him play last year, it felt like, he was just kind of a heat-seeking missile, trying to kind of get in the mix. So I think they're forcing that hand, which is also a good thing in my mind. But
yeah, we didn't get to see him healthy. Like he's played a lot of
Exactly.
football.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think his name gets, kind of gets shit on a little bit because of what you saw last year. Playing strong safety with a separated shoulder, not the easiest thing in the world, I'd imagine, to line it up every day and go, this thing's going to come out of socket at some point.
Right.
And so it does weigh on your mind a little bit. So I'd expect being this versatile with what you've added in the portal, you added 2 new safeties, and to be that, I guess, have that much depth and be able to move Gilbert into a star position and have him still be, I think that's what suits him best, is somebody that is like kind of reminds me a little bit of Craig Lawson. Like put him in the box, let him go find that body to hit.
100%.
Yeah, I definitely think him being able to play like closer to the line of scrimmage and being in some run support stuff, I think it's going to bode well for him, especially if he can stay healthy. I think that's what the strength of his game is, right? Like he's not exactly one you want out in space one-on-one with someone, but if he can play kind of down in that box, kind of coming down in that box and filling in, that's where he works well at. So I like the move. I think it works for him. And once again, for that defensive back room, if you don't have to have him play at that strong spot or free spot and have to play back, that shows me that they have a lot of confidence in who the guys they have back there.
Correct.
Because like you spoke, he played a lot of football. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, it's nice, like you said, to have the depth. Like you talk about depth, and we haven't had it. And now we're talking about not just starters, but guys who are playing behind the starters and guys that could contribute not because they have to, because they've earned it, and not because you're putting them in a position maybe that they shouldn't be in, but because you have the ability to put the right guys in the right spots and give these guys an opportunity to succeed and put them in the best position. So feels like it's night and day. Obviously, you're gonna start the season off with a extremely tough and difficult opponent in Clemson. Running the football, in my mind, is going to be paramount. That's going to fall squarely on the offensive line's shoulders, but feels like they are making improvements. Bryce Kuhn is working on his internet. So you may just get us today. And that's okay, because we had a storm that came out of nowhere.
That was the Highlands
gnarly,
flooded.
wasn't it? What?
Did y'all get whacked by a storm today?
Whacked. Like, came out of nowhere and, was...
Flash flood.
Yeah. Like...
Little afternoon flash flood? What we got?
It was a nice, 30-minute... It happened... There was kind of like a little bit of a cell. It happened for probably about 15 minutes. Then about a 15-minute break, and then about 30 minutes of just... Dump with heavy winds, a lot of lightning, and then gone. Just, came out of nowhere. Yeah.
So it's done. It's over now. Or at least it looked like it passed.
Yeah, it's passed. It's gone.
But it's usually us with the internet.
It is usually us. Don't say that. Don't jinx us.
Stream already dropped once.
Huh?
I said stream already
Did it?
dropped. Yeah, but I fixed it.
Damn it. Staying on the college football train, we're going to get back to LSU hopefully when Bryce gets back on here. Justin Sayens is announced as a starter for Ohio State. I think that's a given, but they officially announced him as a starting quarterback. He's going to get his first start against Texas. Obviously, big matchup. Big for him. 5-star, highly touted guy. Different deal whenever you're a freshman playing for the first time. So, redshirt freshman. We'll see what happens there. And then staying on the starting quarterback conversation, Ricky Collins, transferred to Syracuse, did not win the starting quarterback job there. Transfer from Notre Dame took that position for him. So Ricky Collins is the second team there at Syracuse. So that's the other college football news. Hey, Iowa State, Kansas State.
In Dublin.
Top 25 matchup on ESPN, 11 a.m. Saturday. You got 5 games on Saturday.
One good one.
Yeah, one good one. I guess Fresno at Kansas, maybe you can watch that one. But Iowa State at Kansas State, just a little tease. Just a little appetizer.
What time is that for us?
11 a.m.
Okay, not bad. They did this last year. Whenever McAfee got hammered drunk in Ireland and then still showed up to game day. Remember he did his show on Friday from the bar.
Yep.
And then they're like, he's not going to make it. He's like, I don't think I'm going to make it either.
He made it.
Spring chicken.
Spring chicken. He made it. But I'll be gambling on that game. I don't know anything about those teams except I know Kansas State's quarterback.
What's his name?
It's the white guy with the long hair.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
So you didn't even know it.
I didn't know.
I knew it was Avery Johnson.
I was testing you.
Mm-hmm. But that's gonna be it's gonna be nice to get back in the gambling game. Jerry, did you watch the Saints game?
I did not. No. I mean, I didn't watch much football at all on Sunday. I was just driving back, and I'm not huge on preseason football. Like,
Me
God,
either.
obviously they love competition, but for me, like, it's really vanilla. You don't really get to see much of the starters, and honestly, you're not really getting to see much of schemes or what they actually choose to do. So I don't watch too much of preseason football because it doesn't really tell me much about what I'm about to see during the year.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. The only reason I have actually paid attention to that is because I knew that you're going to see extended time from both quarterbacks. You're not facing the top defenders. You're not facing, they're not game planning technically for you specifically. They're trying to work on some things. But, quarterbacks trying to win the job, they have to make throws. And I was interested to kind of see that. And, based off of what I saw, you can only go by what you saw. Rattler didn't look bad. I mean, he had one bad throw. He made some really big throws at the end of the game, tight window throws, and let him down and scored, and then ran in for a 2-point conversion to tie the game. So
He's your starter.
It feels like Rattler's going to be the starter, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's your
You gotta
starter.
feel like
Oh,
it's
you
gonna
said
be
I thought you said
right?
who's your starter.
I could pose it both ways, but it does feel like
It feels like he's a starter.
they want to start Chuck.
Right. But it
But-
feels like Rattler's kind of earning his way into saying, hey, you're going to get the first shot at this.
What if you're a Saints fan, what you should be doing is just watch LSU on Saturday because that could probably be your quarterback on Sunday.
4.5
4.5.
is the over-under for wins for the
It's
Saints.
not very high.
No,
You play 17 of them.
17 of them.
That's tough. Take the under. Defense is salty.
Take
Whoa.
the under. Defense is salty.
I'm saying take the under in every game, point total wise.
Is our defense that salty?
Well, I mean,
I think so.
Okay.
I don't love that.
That's not fun.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, if we're saying 4.5 is the one, sooner or later, if you're losing that many games on the year, that under ain't gonna keep hitting. I don't give a damn how good the defense is.
Correct.
Floodgates will open up. And we have a super chat from our guy Cajun Curveball.
Thank you.
Who asked this on Friday. We didn't get to it, so he wanted to make sure, and this is how you squeeze
We didn't have a show.
on Wednesday. That's how you squeeze an extra $2 out the man. Thank you, Cajun Curveball. Cesar Ruiz grades this week. 33 against the pass, 66 against the run. He is anti-Cesar Ruiz, but it feels like that's kind of who you have to roll with. No Trevor Penning. I think Banks has been good at left tackle or left guard, left tackle, and you have somewhat of an offensive line. But
Cesar Ruiz he's a veteran. Like, he's been there. Like,
Yeah.
He's going to be all right. He's the best you've got. And he's not going to be a bad center. I think Saints weren't able to really run the football much. They weren't really able to do much of anything last year. At least he was good at something, or decent at something. Wasn't bad at everything. Trevor Penning seems like he's done.
Yeah, for now.
You think?
I mean, you never want to be carted off.
Yeah. I mean, have they come out and said anything?
Turf toe.
That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Turf toe can linger now.
But
Turf-
Turf toe's tougher than you think it
Turf
is.
toe's a linger.
Yeah, I agree. But it's somebody that they have much maligned, I believe is the term for Trevor Penning, was somebody that they obviously drafted early in the first
I feel like there's
round.
been a bunch of those guys they've drafted recently that's much maligned.
That's what Cajun Curveball says. This O-line's dog water. All the capital you've invested for this. Saints aren't good. They're not a good franchise. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, maybe Mickey's time may be coming to an end. Mason Tipton's a good guy they got. They're good at that. If they're good at anything, they're good at not drafting guys and finding guys that they can play and be good. Right?
It's like an arena league team.
Rashid Shaheed
Neil
is
plug
a
and
good
play.
one. You know, they're very good at back into the draft / free agents, guys who like, oh, okay, this guy is
Marcus
pretty good.
Colston, Lance Moore.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can go down the list. Pierre Thomas.
Oof.
You know, but Mason Tipton seems like he's kind of that guy. I think he was a talk of camp last year. Didn't really pan out in the league last year, but feels like he's even gotten better this year. He made some tough catches at the end of the game last week, and you know, big reason why they made they came back and tied it. So we shall see what happens, but you know, it's nice to talk about.
Hey, y'all couldn't hear any of that was going on in the background in my house, right? Just now,
No.
right?
Know what happened?
I just got this sentiment. I knew it was what I thought it was, but y'all need to hear this. This is what happens when my dog hears something or anything going on in the background. Check this out.
Look at him.
Oh, you got to put the sound on.
Oh, we don't hear it. We just see him. We don't
No,
hear
you got
it.
to click the volume up. You can't hear it either.
I don't hear it.
Y'all can't hear that?
Uh-oh.
No, we see him. He's
He's
howling at
howling.
the moon.
Yeah, I mean, he's howling. Like, it's loud, too. I was like, wait a second.
And you got Mo in the chat, so nobody's watching that, man. Lucas,
Oh, my
Lucas
God.
on the
No,
lamb.
she's sitting right there. That's the crazy part. I'm like, what the?
In other college football news, Ed Orgeron said it's been 4 years since I've been out. I've got the itch to coach again. You think he's got the itch to coach again, or do you think that he lost half his buyout, so now he needs more money?
They can go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Probably burning through it like a nice bonfire.
Shit, hey, you had to give $8 million up to your ex-wife.
I think and I don't think that was $8 million he intended on giving back.
That's my point.
So I think
When I saw that,
I got the itch again. Me too.
When I saw that, I said he's coming back to coach.
Did you listen to that interview at all?
No.
He tells the story of him recruiting Joe Burrow and how he got him to LSU, and he was talking to Joe Burrow's brother. And I'll find the clip if I can, if it's online. Like, Pardon My Take should post it. All-time interview. He goes. He loves the guys. He goes in studio. He's sitting on the couch, and so he's just one of the fellows. But he talks about having Dan, Joe's brother, help recruit Joe Burrow, and he tells the story. He's like, Dan, you got to be my mouthpiece. Like, I can't get a hold of Joe. Joe said he wasn't going to say anything until Thursday. He goes, you know me. If I got to wait till Thursday, it ain't happening. So I got to find my back channel. I got to find my way in. And he goes, Dan, he ain't going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati or LSU. You tell him you love your brother. You want him to go to Cincinnati or LSU? Which one going to get you paid? And he goes, Dan, reach down in your pants. You got two down there? He goes, squeeze them. He goes, I'm squeezing them, coach. He goes, squeeze them hard and tell Joe to come to LSU. He goes, Thursday? Got the phone call. Joe's come to LSU. You got a pair down there, boy?
Hey, nobody's doubted his ability to recruit. Nobody has doubted that. He's gonna be an addition to somebody's staff, defensive line coach and recruiter, no doubt.
In a perfect world.
It's a wonder that part of the story hadn't come out before, huh? Like,
It's
I feel
the
like
first
we
time
should
he's
have heard
told
that
it.
way before.
That's what he said. It's like, I don't think I've ever said this out loud. Like, I don't think I've ever told this part of the story, but now he don't give a fuck. And it's a perfect way to get him back into, like, you know, conversational pieces, because Joe Burrow, with all intents and purposes, was going to Cincinnati. Like, his former high school coach ended up there. His dad obviously had ties there. His girlfriend was going to school there. He's like, dude, you're losing, it's an uphill battle. And so he went through the brother and told him to grab his nuts and tell Joe to come to LSU, and he did. Like, that's the great part about Ed Orgeron, that you can never hate the man. Like, there's something about him where you're just like, why? Not many people get a pass on, like, 2019, probably greatest team of all time. He said it himself. He's like, I'll take that team. Like, I coached for Miami, 5 national championships. I've been a part of a lot of winning. Because that team with Joe Burrow leading it, I'll take them against anyone. And then, like, when you hear when he's invested and him talking about, like, that recruiting story and how he did it, he's good in my book. I mean, to absolutely get 2019 and then run the program into the fucking shitter and get away with it is a testament to his character and charisma.
I mean, like I said, there's been no debate on whether or not
Like, he
can
could
or
come
can't
back here
recruit.
and I wouldn't say a word.
He ain't coming back here.
I know, but I'm saying perfect. Like, he would be welcome back after going 15-0, and then can't even get you, like, we're fighting for bowl eligibility, and you have Jontre Kirkland playing quarterback, and everybody's like, it's good, whatever.
Yeah, we got 39 scholarship guys. We're all
We
right.
fight like tigers.
No, he ain't coming back.
But, like, that would be like, you're not allowed back in the fucking state, and it says, like, come on back.
And you got to remember, too, it wasn't just like, it didn't just they didn't just win a national championship. Like that 2019 was so ridiculously good that people were like, that's the everlasting thought of Ed Orgeron. Not like, oh, we won a natty, oh, he was good. It was like, man, if that's what it took, we'll take that year, baby.
Yeah, so
No doubt. No doubt. Where do y'all think he goes? I think he goes to Miami.
Yeah, his son, I think one of his sons is coaching for Miami, but I don't know.
He spent a lot of time down there.
I mean, yeah.
I believe he's going to go.
Ray Baker.
Yeah.
I think if he goes anywhere, it's going to be Miami.
His heart's in Louisiana. I mean, he got.
Well, that wouldn't be a good thing for LSU because he's going to try to come in here and get some Louisiana
he needs
guys.
to stay away. Like,
Yeah.
don't coach. Don't come
stay
back.
retired.
Because he'll come get. Look at the story I just told. He can recruit.
No doubt.
If you just let him do that and coach defensive line, he's a 5-star.
100%.
Now, as a head coach, it's a bit of a toss-up.
100%. Now, I don't look.
You can do that too, just maybe not for a long time.
Yeah, he's interim ed.
He is.
Yes.
He's great at that.
It's like
Short, just a sprint. He's a sprint of a head coach.
he's a babysitter.
Yeah,
like,
sprint of a head coach.
He's the fun stepdad that comes in like, oh, Christmas is awesome this year. Thanksgiving's great. Like, where'd he go? It's like, you'll see him next year.
Yep, somewhere else.
That's it.
Substitute teacher.
Exactly. Because we did have the question this morning of if Brian Kelly were to, because it does feel like they're all in LSU this year. Like
It
Brian,
doesn't feel like Bryce is going to make it on the show. Huh?
no, not at all. But for Brian Kelly, for what they've put into the roster, what they've done for this football team, and the way he talks about it, even talking this confidently about what's the one question mark? Offensive line, and for him to speak confidently about it, he feels good about where this team is. And so they posed the question this morning, Tingle & Co., Monday through Friday, 7 to 9.
Hey.
Feel free to subscribe.
Ooh.
There you go.
Just a little plug. Nice
And-
little plug. You've been working on that.
That's right. Well, they write the hook for me. But they were talking if he wins a national championship this year, which it feels like he is more invested than he's ever been at LSU and probably in his coaching profession, because this is the only thing he has left. Like, he's checked every other box. If he's able to get a national championship, he solidifies himself as one of the best college football coaches of all time. He's the winningest head coach actively, and so a national championship would put him in that rarefied air. And they were wondering, if he wins a national championship, is he closer to retirement than not?
No.
This is year 4 of a 10-year deal.
Yes. Yes. We
Damn, that was quick.
Well, I'm thinking about it because from
Damn, that sounds like a long time. Fuck
Well-
it, I'm out.
from whenever he signed, I don't think anybody thought he was going to exhaust the 10 years.
No.
So by just that logic, he's closer to retirement than not. You know what I mean? If he wins a national, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's only 7 more years of the contract. Yeah.
But typically, if you win a national championship, you would look for
Continue to go.
an extension almost. Like, he'll be going into year 5 of you got 5 years left. Like, we can restructure this thing.
I'll
Like,
tell you what, though, if he does win it, a lot of people that want him out are going to want him to stay. You know what I mean? People are going to want him to sign this extension and be there.
I don't know. Do you think people would sign up for 3 more years, like a 13? Like, if you have 5 more, make it 8.
If he wins it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think you get. I think he's closer to extension, and I think you're on the mindset you're in. Lloyd feels like more of a Brian Kelly mindset in terms of he didn't come here just to put one under the belt and be able to say, oh, I checked that off the box. I think he took the job, obviously wanting to win one, but also wanting to prove that he's better than just a one-hit wonder, that he's better than saying, hey, I couldn't do it here, but look at the program I can build and go with here, because everybody's known he's a program builder. So to get over the hump of just being a program builder, kind of the CEO and the guy with a really high floor, but maybe not the highest of ceilings, you probably have aspirations of doing it more than one time, right? And so I think if that 10-year contract is there, he goes out and wins one, I think at that point that's when he looks to add. Let's tack on 2 more. Let's tack on 3 more. Maybe tack on 5 more. Who knows if he actually gets to that 15? But I'm saying I think that's what he did. But I think full well, he took this job coming to LSU to write the rest of his coaching career. Now, does that mean it was over after 10? Maybe. I just don't feel like that's what he came here for. Because to sit here and say you're going to win 2 or 3 in the span of 10 years. That's literally right under possibly a dynasty, right? And I think at that point, I'm not exactly sure that that's what he was looking for when he took the job. Knowing like, hey, I'm going to go here. I'm going to give it everything I got. I want to end my career here. But if I do it right, I think there's a good chance that I could get more than 3. And I don't necessarily mean or know that it has to be done or can be done or will be done in a 10-year span under this certain contract I have.
Yeah.
Do you think that
Yep.
Woodward would extend him or just let it play out? Like up to this point, what would you call the Brian Kelly experience? Like success?
Up to this point, it's fair to say it's a success, dude.
Yeah.
Like you had to come in and turn things around. And I think once you got to this spot, he's doing what we knew he could do. His floor is super high. Now, up to this point, it's like, okay, if the program got broken up and tore down, you don't just rebuild that over 1 year, especially now. Like 10 years ago, that's a whole lot easier to build it back. But now it's so hard because retention is so much of the job. So in that 3-year span, if you're looking at it saying, is it a success so far? Yes, there's an SEC championship in there. You got 2 bowl wins in there. Now I need to find you once you've quote unquote built it back, once you've already infused some depth into it. Now it's time for you to see that hump and climb over that bitch.
1,000,000%. I think that I agree. I think it's been a success. I think that if it stays on this track, like if it doesn't get any better than this, you look in 3 years from now and you say no, it was not a success. But I think what he's done up to this point, a success. Now he's got to take it to the next step, which I believe that he can do. I believe it so much that I just made my first bet to the college football season.
LSU plus 4.5.
LSU over under 8.5 wins for the year. Took the over.
That's the first time you've done that.
Yeah, I know.
Garrett Nussmeier to win the Heisman too. If you're just like you,
I went
you
that.
really did just dust off the app.
I did dust it off. Over under 8.5 wins. I did LSU.
To win the national championship.
Yes.
LSU to make the college football playoff.
Yep.
LSU to win the SEC.
Nope, didn't do that one.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, didn't do that.
Way to keep your fingers strong.
I didn't do that one. I did the first 2 for sure. The national championship was like, all right, it's plus 1,200. Like I'm gonna throw something on it,
Should have got it at plus 18.
just to have. Yeah, so I dusted it
Go
off.
ahead and then whenever LSU baseball comes out, you can go ahead and do it.
I'm gonna do it. Just get it out the way, and then forget about it and do it again when the season starts.
I
Right?
did 3
Well,
times.
it's already been refreshing looking for it. So
I know it's not out yet.
LSU baseball announced that they're playing Sanford's coming to play at a fall game, and they're gonna go to Southeastern and play a fall game.
Jared Mitchell, you could be on the roster after those swings.
the roster.
I don't know. You've been playing ball in Alec Box more than we have.
Oh yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, no, no, sir.
I wonder if Jay saw you. Busted
I wanted to. His car was there. His car was there, and I don't believe that man was on a. I don't think he was on a field trip, and I don't think he walks to work. His car was there.
Here's my question: do you think he was actually watching the game, or was he working?
He was working.
No doubt.
Hell no, no.
You think he was? You think he was watching?
He was there.
Oh no, you don't think he was watching?
No.
No. I bet he knows what happened. I bet he saw you though. He's gonna next time he comes on the show. He's like, "Yep, slider in, slider away." He's like, "Man, took you to the woodshed."
Yeah, we'll ask him about it next year.
No doubt.
I think maybe, if anything, there was probably maybe a chance he walked down there, walked into the dugout, saw what it was about. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna get on out of here, cuz
Yeah, this
I don't know about
is
this."
spectacle. At Jared Mitchell draped in gold.
Yeah.
That was nice, though. That was good.
cool.
A good intro. That was a great intro for you.
Put me on the gold cloak. Boy, I tell you what, that thing was not breathable.
No.
Oh,
No,
boy.
it didn't look breathable.
Yeah, it was not breathable. It was
MF
not,
Doom.
yeah, it wasn't good.
Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels on tonight, Monday Night Football.
Yeah, they'll both play.
I think they're gonna play a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, play a drive or two.
I mean, Joe Burrow gets hit in practice. He might as well play a preseason game.
Wow, I mean, we talked about that, but like,
Can't happen.
what a disaster.
Hey, can we talk about this? Like, can Washington stop playing around and give Jaden his number one target so we can get this thing done and get those boys ready to roll?
It doesn't
Like, what
look
we
good,
doing
huh?
over here?
It doesn't look like Brian
What are
Robinson
we doing
Jr. is
here?
gonna be playing there either.
Yeah, I saw they were shopping him around as well, which that doesn't really surprise me. Because I think they did draft a back in the draft at some point. But let's go ahead and get the guy that's literally been his number one target and his really only true deep threat on that roster. Let's go ahead and get him signed and get him in camp. Get him ready to go.
Hey, speaking of, we're gonna start talking about NFL. You know who I think is gonna have a badass year this year? Ricky Pearsall. He ain't got nobody else over there to throw to him. All right, they have no other receivers out there. Ayuk's obviously coming off injury, but you lost 2 of your receivers in Jennings and Debo. You drafted Pearsall in the first round. He had a really good back half of the year.
Didn't they have another receiver that played behind all those guys?
Huh?
Didn't they have another receiver that played behind all those guys that played a lot? Or that's still there this year?
I don't believe so. I mean, I think Pearsall is the guy that's. I mean, he played really good.
No, I mean,
in the back
yeah,
half.
of course they drafted him. They need him to go, but I think they have someone else because Ayuk's still not going to be back at the start of the year.
Right. I don't know.
I thought Jennings was back, but I could be wrong. I think that's who I'm thinking of.
Did they
I can find it out.
Did the 49ers miss their window?
I think it seems like it, doesn't it?
It could, yeah, maybe, yeah.
It seems like
this,
they
I
did.
think this year is probably one of those years that tell you if they did or if they didn't, honestly. Because it's hard for me to believe that you're going to find more health, more continuity, all of that stuff they have going. Hard for me to believe that, but
They do have. They still have
back.
Jennings. They still have Jennings.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was still there. I was like, wait a second, I thought he was still.
You know who else they got?
But that's a good. You don't have Jennings. I mean, you don't have Ayuk to start the year, but you're going to have Ricky Pearsall in year 2 and a healthy year 2. Obviously, remember the guy got shot last year to start the year.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got Jennings on the other side. If you got a healthy Christian McCaffrey, if you got a healthy George Kittle, they should be fine. And I think with health, that defense may be back to kind of where they were those last few years, even before last year, because they did get Robert Saleh back. So, there's a lot of stuff they have working for them, but it hasn't ended where they've wanted it to. And it's if it doesn't happen this year, how long can we sit here and say that Super Bowl window's open with the health, with the contracts, with everything put together before we're I don't know if this is it. You might have to catch the next one on the other side of Brock Purdy's contract or something like that.
You know who they do have on the roster though? Russell Gage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's still making it in the NFL.
He was hurt last year, right? He missed most of the year.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe he got hurt early on in the season and then obviously missed the season. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to him.
Yeah, I think so too. So I apologize for all of you that wanted to have more of the insider talk for LSU with Bryce Coon. He's having some internet issues. He will not be on the show today. We'll make that up to you. I feel like we've been bamboozling y'all a lot lately
That's not in the headlines.
with guests. It's not. That's good. But he'll be back on here at some point.
But Brambo brings up a good point to bring it back to LSU.
Thank you.
What was everyone saying about DeMarcus Cooley last season? I don't recall anyone in the chat speaking highly of the Big 12 or ACC last year. Many of us still call the ACC weak, but we're depending on 5 ACC players to make LSU a champion, which is true.
Here's the deal. The ACC as a conference, no doubt, doesn't mean they don't have good players that come out of the conference.
Yeah,
this is such a bad take. That's never been what this conversation's been about. It's just such a bad take. It's never been about if there's good players. It's about the depth and how good those teams are collectively. It's never been about if they got good players. There's good players all over, Coach. We can go find a good player in the Dominican Republic right now who could probably grow into being a good football player. It's everywhere, but that's not the point. That's not a good take.
Well,
he's a turnover machine as a safety. He had 3 interceptions as a safety. He forced 2 fumbles he's a guy that had a lot of experience last year and had a lot of success.
played everywhere.
Yeah.
And you have DeMarcus Cooley that what'd you say? Yeah, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and then you have A.J. Halsey with 5 interceptions. So you added 10 turnovers to a defense that did not create turnovers last year.
Right. He had 6 passes defended. It's just – how many interceptions did we have last year?
Cool. Maybe
Oof.
I want to say 6 as a team.
That's probably right. Y'all see the Saints fight? The fans?
That's a mistake of the day.
No.
That's what I thought you had another one.
That
was the one that you didn't want to tell me?
But yeah. LSU turnovers. They had, as a total, 6 interceptions. So you just added...
You added 8?
You added.
How many did he have? 4?
He had 2, and A.J. Halsey had 5. So
yes,
that's
you had 7 interceptions just with those 2. I believe our cornerbacks are going to have more. They were in position to have a couple. They just didn't do it.
Yeah, get your head around.
Got to turn around. Got to find the ball.
And look, throw Monster Delane in there.
Yeah, what did he have? I imagine he had a few.
He had 4.
That's a lot. It's a lot of turnovers, a lot of interceptions you're bringing to the defense that didn't have many.
And you have a 6'5" pterodactyl. That's a freshman that'll probably play.
Yeah, I think he'll get in there. He'll probably have 1 or 2 this year, hopefully.
Him
Maybe more than that.
If you put him in even lining him up in the slot is a terrifying proposition. Like, who's that?
Lining him up in this, I don't think we need to do that. Oh, you're talking about defense?
Yeah.
You meant I don't think we need to do that.
He does play
offensively.
offense.
I don't think we need to do that offensively.
He does. He played both ways in high school. I'm just saying.
I think most of those guys play both ways.
It would be a crime if he didn't.
I think most of those guys play both ways. But yeah, I'd imagine you're going to see a significant uptick in turnovers, especially interceptions this year, which is be a much needed addition.
And he forced 2 fumbles.
To the defense. Yeah. They go out and make plays, and that's what you want.
It's like 15 turnovers your defense didn't have. You can put them all in one unit. And Harold Perkins will probably do something.
He'll get 1 or 2.
Dude, I think I really do think that this defense has a chance, like 4, 5, 6 weeks into the season, for people to be looking at them as one of the top 10 defenses in the nation at that point. Now, obviously, that's not going to be. If you have to put together a full season for you to really be considered that. But even with playing the teams that they're playing early, I think it's going to kind of bring them along quicker. And I really do think that this defense, if they take the same kind of jump they took last year, could be much better than what they were last year. And that was much improved to what we had seen the past few years.
No doubt. It feels like we're so close but so far, doesn't it?
Oh, we're so close that you have everybody's college football's analyst, the king of college football, Josh Pate, put out his playoff prediction.
LSU not in there.
No, but you have Florida, Georgia, Alabama, and Texas, 4 SEC teams, and Clemson, so LSU must lose 1, 2, 3 games at least, because they play 3 of these people in that playoff.
Well, everybody's got their own predictions and their own opinions. That's fine.
This is the most obvious.
No, not Nebraska.
I'm saying it's the most obvious clickbait. Nebraska, huge fan base, would be thrilled to be mentioned in the conversation. Notre Dame, same thing, huge fan base.
He has Penn State as 1 seed.
Yeah, let's go lurk in that locker room. You have Oregon, but he hit all of the honey holes. Like Texas, big market, Alabama, they love to get talked about.
Well, and then he also hit he
Florida versus
didn't have
Georgia.
people in there that he knows.
And he knows to leave LSU out.
Exactly.
Like this is a master class in clickbait.
He's gonna be on Busting with the Boys.
So true.
Isn't it? It's like, dude, I know what you're doing. I've been around this game too long.
You touch all corners of the U.S. You give the Big Ten some love. You give the SEC some love, but leave out one of the bigger names that really might be one of the better teams in the league. Same thing with A&M. I'm sure that fan base loves. Really thinks that they're here. But if you don't put them there, there's more talk. Yeah, he's doing a good job.
He knows how to he knows how to hit LSU's nerves, because then you put Clemson in, and everybody knows that's like week 1. So it's like, all right, LSU fans are going to see that too. And he's like, yeah, got you. Like, yeah, we're going to fall for it too. I'll step in that trap every time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You put Pate's his takes in our document. I'm reading it right now.
Pate's takes
about LSU. He didn't really say much about. Is this Brian Kelly on Fraud Watch? Entering the 25, which also seems like that's something that just.
It's all, yeah. I mean, the man has got, he's gotten to the point in life where this is how you do it. This is what works.
He's done well for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Has a nice little following.
And good TRT regimen.
Yeah. Well, that's a popular thing apparently.
I want some.
Go get it. You can get it. It's easily accessible.
Can't afford it.
Yeah, it's a little expensive.
Speaking of expensive.
Yes.
We made fun of Florida for this when Billy Napier first got to Florida. Remember when he had the massive shadow staff and the team picture? LSU has more coaches than players.
Oh, wow.
Support team.
Support team.
Jesus Christ.
It takes a village.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, it does.
Who are these people?
That's kind of like aesthetically pleasing, though, isn't it?
does
Like,
look nice. Yeah.
doesn't it look
No,
good?
they put it together well. If you can tell, there's one player to the top right that's kind of throwing the number off a little bit. We might have to exclude him next year.
Yep.
See that standing there? If he wasn't there, or we had one more purple shirt, it would be literally symmetrical. But we'll get there.
He'll
to
probably
the top
be.
right. No, go right again. Yep, 45, 43, whatever that is. Yeah. If we had a purple shirt right there, then it would match the other side. And you'd be looking at it like, yes.
Hey, they're not
For all the
understaffed.
OCD people, they love this, including myself.
Yeah, that you picked that out quick. You got a problem.
You got Nussmeier and Perk right next to BK. Right
Yep.
in the middle.
SWAT team. Look at Trey does on stilts. He's a monster.
He is a monster.
Why
I
did
wanna- I
put
really
Caden
do-
standing right next to him?
I really do want to start talking. It's hard to start breaking down the Clemson game like 2 weeks ahead of time, right? Can't do that. Can't do that. We got thrown off a little bit, our guest not being here. So we're going to just hang out with the boys. What are you looking at over there, Lloyd?
Nothing. Look at this picture.
I thought you were looking at something else on the thing.
Nah, look at
All right. I mean, we can go straight to the seggies.
Well, it's still studying the picture.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm more concerned about your brain, how quickly you were able to see that. Because my brain, it doesn't work at all. So it's interesting that you noticed it, because now I see it and I can't unsee it.
Yeah, I don't know. That was like one of the first things that I noticed. So I was like, damn, there's one guy
Yeah.
really messing this thing up right here.
And I think that's Chadwick. I think it's the punter, which reports are booming it.
Great.
And by reports, I've seen it.
What about the kicker? I haven't heard anything about the kickers.
He's back. Danny Ramos.
That's a good thing,
Ramos
too.
is back.
Yeah, but Dan Ramos didn't have a big leg. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
Aaron Burrell made a 60-yarder.
No, I don't need it to be big. I just need it to be accurate. That's all.
25
I need
and
from
in.
Danny.
yeah, 50. I like to be 50 in it.
That's Burrell's taught.
No, I think 50. I think Ramos can get 50. No, he can't get 50.
He can, but that's you've seen Brian Kelly operate this way. If it's 50, they going for it. If it's 45, they kicking it.
You know what? I like that.
That's what they do.
I like that. Be aggressive.
Do you think
Joe Buck, Troy Aikman. I wish we could hear him.
you slide in? Oh no, that's Collinsworth.
That's Collinsworth.
If they win the coin toss, what do you think he does?
He receives. I don't know. Maybe not this year. No, I think he receives. That's his MO. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah, well, this one is an away game, like a real.
Yeah, that's
game.
such a good question, Lloyd. I would love to know what he does. Okay, if we go into that conversation, I think that's another little nugget to tell you what Brian Kelly really thinks about possibly that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and maybe not so much game one, right? It's gonna be loud. You're on the road. Maybe you want to shut them and quiet them down. So maybe you want the ball first to score. But as the first like 3 to 4 weeks kind of, I think what he does with that coin toss might give us a good idea of what he thinks about that defensive unit, what they can do, and how they'll play, and also about that offensive unit. So, like, if we're playing from behind, we don't have to try to do too much. Let's just go out and be us, boys. Defense gonna keep us here. Let's just go out and be us.
I mean, I guess.
So, I'm interested.
Historically, when he's been at LSU, he's always received, but I think that was kind of an indication of the defense he had, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that changes, but he also has a lot of confidence in the offense, it feels like. So
He's an offensive guy. Like, that's where his brain goes first. But I think that's why he's been doing it, is to kind of hide the defense.
Yeah, but so was Les Miles, and all we did was receive. All we did was kick. We deferred.
Yeah,
so,
but
like,
his
to
own defense
me,
was salty as
that's
hell.
not really saying anything. What's that?
Defense was salty as hell under Les. Like,
I know. That's my point. So,
Yeah.
like, to me, that's not really saying anything. I think a lot of those guys would love to have the chance to get the ball back and 2 for 1 it, just like the basketball 2 for 1 with the shot clock, and score and then get the ball back at halftime. But if you don't feel like your defense is good enough to, one, do that and or keep you playing from in front or keep you playing even, and you feel like your offense is a lot better than maybe your defense might be, I think a lot of those times they say, well, you know what, we might as well get the ball first, score first, and we'll figure out the rest on the other end.
because, I mean, you could go back as far as last year's opener. USC took the ball.
right.
Xavier
Now-
Thomas almost ran that back, too. He got sniper.
I know, but if you think about it, it's like, okay, do you want to go up against first possession of the season? Do you want your defense to go up against an offense with the quarterback and that kind of stuff, or do you want your offense to go up against that type of front seven, right? So it's just one of those, hey, you probably feel more confident right now. Actually, I don't know what you feel more confident in.
I would feel better putting my defense
I
on
agree.
the field in a true road game.
I agree. Let them set the tone.
Yeah.
And you feel good about your front seven. You feel good about your secondary. You feel probably going to feel good about the scheme you have for the week or for that weekend. And yeah, maybe you let them set the tone, and you come in there and you kind of like maybe take the crowd, or it backfires and they have a great first drive and they script it out and the crowd's
It'll be
hyped
scripted
up.
regardless. Like,
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would just go ahead and put the deep, because you don't want, which is interesting to say, because it feels like there's been so much talk about how good this LSU offense can be, but when you really get down to like brass tacks, I feel like you probably have more confidence in the defense right now as to what you know about them. LSU offense, you don't know because you haven't really seen it in terms of who's your tackles, like the whole offensive line in a road game, like all of that hasn't worked together yet. That defense can.
Well, and that's kind of what I've always said. It was like, and look, I know football's changed a little bit, especially really everywhere, but college football, it's all about offense and moving the ball, putting up a bunch of points. But in my opinion, the defense sets the tone. The defense creates the energy. And if you have a defense that's flying around and smacking people, that I think that it elevates everybody's intensity and everybody's energy. So if you put your defense on there and they go out and do what you expect them to do, feel like the offense comes back out with a lot of energy and, kind of rise that momentum. I don't know. I like to see the defense. I've convinced myself that I want to see the defense go off there first.
I'm always a defense first guy, so that's what I like.
Need to.
I am too. But I don't know if he's going to do it. All right.
I would love to know what in terms of how many possessions on average you get if you choose defense first, and obviously the other way around. And look, the reason why I'm saying that is because obviously if there's no turnovers, we kind of really already know the answer. You're on the oddball side of it, but everything included, like which side usually yields you more possessions over a ball game? So I think like if you were able to take like the entire SEC last year and go game to game and then average it out, I would love to know the answer to that, because in an analytical stage, I think maybe sometimes like even something like a touch point like that could really say, if you're sitting there looking at two teams or two units on the same team where you're like, man, I don't really know which one I need to throw out there first. I like them both, but I want to do this, but I want to do that. Well, can I take something like that and implement it and really feel okay about being like, yes, even if we put our defense out there first, over time, it says that you have more possessions.
Yeah.
Or if it doesn't, then I can kind of figure out, all right, maybe I want to do it this way. I would love to know if that's something that kind of factors into it.
Lloyd, you want to put money on it?
On the coin toss? Or what they do?
If he wins, what does he do?
Yeah, if then bet. Sure. What
LSU wins the coin toss. What do you think they do?
I know it. See, this is what.
You know what you want. What do you think they're gonna do? I'll take the opposite. I'll take the opposite.
Okay, I think you'll go on offense.
All right, I'll take defense. $20.
5. 20. I did go 4 for 5 in the UFC.
See,
that was a wild thing to watch. I've never watched it
I had
before.
That just means Mikey had some side betting going on in the.
Well,
if you ever sat with me and Lloyd for a baseball game.
Oh God.
If you ever sat with me and Lloyd for a baseball game, we're betting on pitches.
What they should call.
Yeah, like, hey, dollar swing, dollar take.
Dollar swing?
Dollar swing.
It gets the people going.
The people in front of us loved it.
Yeah.
They love it.
It keeps the action moving.
You weren't there. It was It was a super regional game. I was 3 rows in front of her, and she tapped me. She goes, "Hey, dollar swing."
Oh yes. It's
did.
the same woman goes, "You're never right." It's like, I don't care. You're listening.
They enjoyed it.
Catch you Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
They enjoyed it.
Tap in over here. Can listen over here too.
I did. You can take my dollars too.
LSU's +4. I'm taking it.
Why don't you take a money
taking
line?
the money line.
Yeah, you coward. What's the over/under?
57.5. I like the under.
Yeah, under.
I'm putting. There's so much money I just put on the LSU.
Everything. Yep, and that's when the account goes to dust.
No.
Exactly. It doesn't.
We've talked about this. On college football, the count goes up. NFL, the count goes down.
Yes.
It's not good for me.
We had 3 parlays last year. 4?
We're gonna bring it back. I think we had 4.
That's incredible.
4 3-team parlays, all plus 650 above.
Yes. Indiana feeding families, and Navy, and Boston College.
Yep, those are the 3 that we rode.
I need to find another one.
We'll get it.
That was fun.
I think I'm gonna be on Nebraska this year.
Yeah, sure. I'm with you. I
think
can't
I'll be
quit
on
him. I like the coach.
I kind of think I'm gonna be a little bit on Texas Tech too.
Yeah, sneaky.
Yep.
We'll see if that all comes together.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just spending $1 billion on their football team.
All right. Before we get to the Seggies, I would be remiss not to mention our partners at Alumni Hall. We are 2 weeks away from opening day of LSU football. If you haven't gotten your gear for game day, you are late. And Alumni Hall has everything that you may want or desire to wear for game day. It's going to be hot early on, so go get you a nice little T-shirt, maybe a polo from Alumni Hall. Go get you a couple of nice hats to wear for the road game at Clemson if you're going to go, or if you're having a watch party somewhere, if you're going somewhere. Make sure you're well represented, men, women, kids, big and tall. Anybody, any shapes and size they have wonderful designs. They have great brands. And look, even if you want a little throw pillow, if you have a suite and you want a little pillow for the couch in the suite, they got that for you. They have T-shirts. They have polos. They have 2 for $39 tall tees. They got those too. 2 for $38 tees.
Just knocked $1 off.
For every $150 you spend, you get $10 of hall cash for your next purchase. So they give you some money back to go buy more things from them. If you want jerseys, they got it. They got everything the players wear, everything the team wears. They're always coming out with new hauls, and they're coming out with new drops. And they have the latest and the greatest for you. Every brand you could think of, Nike, Champion, Columbia, Peter Millar, and many more. It's hot early, but they have stuff that you need if when it gets a little chillier. They got the quarter zips. They got the jackets. They got the hoodies. They got the light hoodies. They got everything you may need. Check them out. They're in Perkins Row, Alumni Hall, for all of your LSU
apparel needs.
Even if you want overalls, they got those too. All right, Lloyd. Mistake of the day.
Oh, this would, Jared. If you haven't seen this gets better and better as the video. Just when you think it's over, it's not. But what goes on in the dome stays in the dome, and you can't spell drunk without a Jaguars fan and a Saints fan fighting during a preseason game in the middle of the afternoon inside of the Superdome. And I'll just let you watch this commence because it is all time.
Ooh! Get that bitch! Yup.
Shoot the leg.
Ooh!
Not the tackle, not the one-legged shoot.
Well, the hands up was wild.
Roll him up in the rug.
I said my man's rolled up in the damn mat.
That's right. He gets off the mat. Yep. Boom.
Oh! It's just
And now he's getting a little bit.
halfway out the door now.
Shit!
Oh, eating them.
That's a bad punch though.
It's open-handed.
Oh, look at that belly.
Look at that belly.
Oh, Pants fell down. Oh, wow, I missed that part. Oh, he's going back. Oh, and they slipped. What a wild sequence of events right there. Hey, I'll tell you this. The first dodge of the punch was nice. The guy
I thought he was going to work him.
The guy in the Jacksonville jersey realized, damn, I don't got the reach to get this guy. I gotta go low.
Hey, go shoot the leg.
I'm more athletic, I think. I'm going to go with low.
I mean, it's a love between the uglies.
Boy.
I don't know how the pants fell down.
So, guy got, I guess he would say he lost the fight, fell down, belly hanging out, pants fell down, and then he went back for more, and they both slipped. What a
Well, you put the belly back in, and that, I guess that caused the pants to really just drop.
what a sequence of events that was.
Yeah,
and where's his security?
that let these two, they let him figure it out. I thought he was going to roll him up in the rug.
I mean,
Get some. Oh, I thought he made a comeback right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He pulls the shirt, a hockey move.
oh, he did pull the
I
hockey.
thought he was about to DDT him at that point. Oh my God.
The pants falling down.
Bruh. That's a whole Christmas sack as a stomach, boy. Look at that stomach. Good God.
And now, like, you got to go back and
And he
fight
goes
again
back,
after that.
and then-
Yeah. Oh,
What's
shit.
up? Oh,
He knocked the other guy down, though.
Yep.
Wait, hey, so wait, roll it again, because deep in the background right there, roll it again, deep in the background, you can
Look
see
at
the dude with
Kamara.
the Reggie Bush jersey throw his hands up like, oh my God, I can't believe I just saw this. You gotta wait. It's right at the end of the video.
Kamara just sitting there. Oh.
Travis Hunter, dude, ground and pound. But where is security? Nobody's like.
Nobody's even looking at
it. The season ain't started yet.
They watch it just like we watch it.
They're probably videoing.
Yeah, get them.
The shirt off. The shirt. Ripping the shirt off.
Guy in the background, straight back in the background. Watch.
Oh, Reggie,
Check him out.
I'm out here.
Oh man. Oh man, this guy came back and fell.
I see
I'm
enough.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Nothing screams preseason more
I
than.
will tell you this though. Hey, right, in that last shot right there, you got a dude wearing a Travis Hunter jersey, an Alvin Kamara jersey, and a Reggie Bush jersey, and not one of them
In a Drew Brees jersey.
anywhere near like them dudes.
Yeah.
No.
You got
This
Reggie,
is who I aspire to be because it didn't work out for me this way.
but I'm gonna tell Reggie how to run.
Grown men in jerseys.
Yeah, Taylor's oldest time in the dome. It's the most deplorable
Yeah.
look, but people get mad at me for that take. But nothing screams New Orleans Saints preseason football more than a Reggie Bush jersey or a Raphael Bush jersey. Could be one or the other.
Ooh, Raphael Bush. That's a good
You
call.
get one for a little bit cheaper, and then having the Drew Brees jersey. Like, brother, he ain't coming back. It's over. But Drew Brees still litters the dome.
I mean,
That's gonna be for the end of time. Yeah, that's always gonna be a thing.
he wants to coach.
You may get Drew Brees number 2 coming there and have the same career, and people are still gonna wear a Drew Brees jersey, and rightfully so because, yeah, I respect it.
I do too.
I respect it.
I do too. All right, curtain call. Brought to you by our newest sponsor, Relief Pools. If you haven't seen the commercial, if you're on Facebook, you've probably seen the commercial that I'm in, starring in the Relief Pools commercial. I do not work for Relief Pools. They are a proud sponsor of Mik'd Up. But they have wait 1 second. This is not working out the way I wanted it to. Here we go. Relief Pools. There you go. Okay,
There he
let's
is.
sit down with me, LSU baseball star, Mikie Mahtook.
Oh, I thought you were calling yourself that. I didn't read it.
No, I read down there. Listen, there's a lot of people out there that build pools, and I'm sure they all do a really good job, right?
But can they unlock your dream pool?
But can they unlock your dream pool? Relief Pools does just that. They pride themselves on communication and relationships. They're not just another transaction for you. They use the highest of high materials, and they have cutting-edge designs. They study other pool companies around the country. They find ideas for their clients, and they assist in coming up with the perfect dream pool for you. It's a lifetime warranty on your pool. They have financing available with pools starting at $300 a month. Every pool that they create for you is custom. There's nothing that's cookie cutter. Everything is custom. When you pay for a custom pool, when you pay custom pool pricing, you deserve a custom pool, and that's what Relief Pools do for you. The good thing about Louisiana, you can be in the pool pretty much all year. You know, add a little heater to that. Have a couple months where it gets a little chilly. Jump in the pool.
I was in the
Have a
pool
little
this
cooler.
weekend.
Put a little cooler in the pool over the summer. Necessity, no doubt. But Relief Pools, give them a shout. 225-364-0146 is the number. They do an outstanding job, and I'm proud to say that they are sponsors and teammates of us here at Mik'd Up. Boom. All right.
I'll go first because this is actually really fitting. Lloyd, I hope you got my text and or email, smoke signal, pigeon, one of the three with the clip in it. But I think my guy in this clip either thought he was jumping into a relief pool or he gonna need one after this. But shout out to this guy and the curtain call for him for getting up and walking away the way he did, because I almost don't believe it's real what I'm watching because of what he did. Damn, Lloyd, tell me I feel long enough for you to find
You
this.
got it. Yeah, I got you, cuz. It's coming up now.
Good God. But yeah, this video is kind of circulating now, and I don't understand how this man stood up and walked off.
He sent it. Oh,
Oh no! Whoa. Something has to be
how did he
broken,
get up so
right?
fast?
How is his pelvis intact? How's his pelvis intact? How's his sternum not
How's his
broken?
knee not shattered?
I'm good. Goal.
What is the thought process? They're like, oh, let me just dive into no water.
He just miscalculated.
He should have gone the other way.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe he thought he was going to be able to dive further, or he thought the water was going to be higher.
High tide. It's low tide.
Yeah, it wasn't that high. Oh my
Hard
God.
sand
Can
hurts. That's concrete.
can we get him a relief pool? Good God,
Yeah.
that's good call to you, brother. Because tomorrow morning ain't gonna feel good, or the next day morning.
That 30 seconds from now.
Yeah, that's tough. Lloyd, you got one?
I do, and we were just talking a little bit of Saints as we saw the dome debacle. I saw that man's stomach and his drawers, and he lived to tell the tale. But our own Nick Underhill,
Yes.
No One's Not Football,
Yep.
has also tried to rebuild the Saints as Madden has just come out, and he did his best to tank and got fired. First year in.
Oh, wow.
He tried to rebuild the Saints. Unfortunately, decided to terminate your contract. You're now a free agent. I tried to go full sail, full tank in year one of my Madden franchise with the Saints, and they fired me.
Yeah, well, actually, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know you could do that.
You gotta give me more than 1 year.
I mean, look, that's not
God.
you know how that's not realistic.
No, Mikie
Saints-
gets to do it forever.
Saints would never do that.
No.
You know what I mean? Saints would never do that.
Damn.
Damn.
Hey guys, I gotta run it back and turn off fire coaches.
All right. go to. You may have to refresh the app or the doc. Being that it was a golf weekend for me, it's been a golf summer for me. Trying to improve my game. There's been a guy that's been on the PGA Tour for the last few years, and he's been dominant on the tour. As dominant as we've seen since Tiger Woods. We never thought we would see somebody as dominant as Tiger Woods. I don't know if we're ever going to see someone as dominant as Tiger Woods, but this stretch that Scottie Scheffler has had may be the closest we get to ever having Tiger Woods. Scottie Scheffler is looking for back-to-back PGA Tour seasons with 5+ wins.
Oh my God.
One player has done this over the last 40 years on tour. Tiger Woods did it
One, two, three, four, five,
6 times. 6 times. 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. He did it for 4 straight years. Took a break, and then 2 years in a row after that. So, obviously...
And then 12 years after that, won the Masters.
Yeah. Right. So, Scotty obviously has some work to do to catch Tiger, but what he's doing right now is absolutely insane. His chip on, I think it was 17 this weekend on Sunday was
outrageous.
Ridiculous. Whenever you think that, there's no way he could do something to impress you, he does something different, and it's like, this guy's not normal. And so my current call is to Scottie Scheffler for making history and being potentially
He's inevitable right now.
as exciting as Tiger Woods. Now, I don't want to say as exciting as Tiger Woods. That's the wrong word choice.
As consistently a sure thing.
Yes.
And as I would say,
I think his last 14 starts, he's has been in the top 10.
he is as nobody will be ever as feared as Tiger Woods on Sunday, but Bobby McIntyre can't figure out sunscreen. First of all, he was cooked from the start. But once you get paired with Scotty, like he had played unbelievable until
Did
Sunday.
you see what he did the round before? I think he had 7. His back 9, he went 7 straight birdies.
And then Scotty's in your group, and Scotty's like a different type of terrifying because he doesn't care if he
And you ain't
wins
gonna
or
talk to him.
loses, and he don't talk to you, but he would if he wanted to. He doesn't care, and it's just one of the.
You want to know what else is crazy about it too? Is like, I had this conversation with my father-in-law on Saturday afternoon where we were like, man, Scott didn't really make up much ground. I think he only gained 1 stroke in that day. And I never even looked back and thought about him even kind of coming back on Sunday. And then the first 2 times I saw the shot, it was with muted volume. And I didn't see it from the start, from the stroke. So I thought the first 2 times I saw it that it was a putt, just a long putt, which obviously is still a great putt, but I thought it was a putt. And then I finally saw that it was a chip shot. I'm like, man, who does that? What is that?
And then to have to play against that and be like, maybe I can finally gain an inch or get a stroke. It's like he's off the green, probably 50 feet, and he dunks it, like runs the entire gambit of like the perfect chip shot, rolls in on the last rotation, like, fuck this, dude. Like, I ain't gonna win. Like,
Yeah.
he just took it from me. Like, I didn't want to play anymore. That's what it felt like. He just looked at him and he was
How about who was the guy that was it McIntyre that
Bobby-
said he overshot creatine? Who was it? He was like, I want to say he was 6 over his first 3 holes, and he said that he
took too much creatine.
he took too much creatine before, and then he ended up having a pretty decent round.
It just juiced up. Bobby McIntyre went to McNeese.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Oh, it was Ben Griffin. Ben Griffin 4-putted, and he said that he took too much creatine to start. Is what happened. That's tough.
Oh, he's not even joking.
No. It was an actual interview.
A snowball of creatine. It had been in my bucket for a month, and it broke it up and put it in my water bottle. Whatever. I'm all good. I've taken it on the golf course before. It's fine. I started taking it after my second shot and accidentally swallowed one of the big rocks that was in my water bottle. I've never overdosed on creatine before, but I think I did the moment because I didn't really drink any water after that. I basically just inhaled it like a snowball. Like, that man was panicking.
Wow. Tough.
I started getting super shaky. I've never felt like this before, and I felt like I had tremors. Like, yeah, he wasn't feeling great.
No. Tough.
Why don't you do real drugs and then get back to me?
I've overshot pre-workout before, and that's not good either.
That's no fun.
No. But that's all we got for you on this beautiful Monday. Sorry about not having our guest.
RBK.
We will have a guest on Wednesday. We're back live Wednesday in studio from 6 to 8-ish. We appreciate the love and support. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can't watch us, but you like listening to us or anywhere you get your pods. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Enjoy Monday Night Football with Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels.
The 2 franchises I would never watch if not for those 2 gentlemen.
Correct. And both of them have been good. Exciting since they got there. All right. We'll see you on Wednesday. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah! Yeah.